So I saw this video on Instagram of somebody making cake using persimmons, and I was so intrigued, so I had to give it a try. And luckily I had two persimmons lying in the back of my fridge that nobody wanted, so we're gonna use this to make the cake. I started off by removing the skin, which was way harder than it looked in the video, probably because my persimmons were a bit too ripe. I used a spoon to scoop everything out and then blended it. As for the cake, it was a pretty basic cake recipe, which starts off by beating eggs and sugar. I did beat it a lot more than she did in her recipe because I thought this would make the cake much more fluffier, as I do have some experience making cakes. Next, I added the persimmon puree along with some vegetable oil and then the dry ingredients, which is just all-purpose flour and baking powder. Once the batter was ready, I baked it in an oven preheated to 180 degrees Celsius for about 30 minutes, and I did use a circular pan even though she used a loaf pan in the video. Once baked, I let that cool down completely before flipping it out onto a plate and then dusting with powdered sugar because I wanted to taste the cake as is without any frosting. Now let me tell you that the cake was so soft and spongy. I was actually very surprised at the texture, and it tasted so good.